We're in the concert season, the performance season. You don't know, whole heap of big show locally and overseas. We see the ambassadors them a go out and do them thing. Them love what go on. Arenas are being filled. But the Provo Thought segment, as a consumer of dancehall culture and the music, when you go on dancehall show, you rather see them perform on tracks or you rather see them perform with bands? So that's the reasoning today. Bands or no bands, Jerusalem. Me personally, coming from a point of view of just aesthetically pleasing look, the sound just different. And given the fact that dancehall is in a space right now where we can challenge the status quo, especially internationally in terms of pushing the genre into arenas. I think you mentioned that Beanie Man himself come out and say, yo, once we do shows with certain capacity, 25,000 or over, a joke thing for go up on tracks. So I agree with that sentiment. When we look for be in certain areas and certain spaces, I think an artist, a DJ over a track, it look amateur. It look like when the value now match the performance. So for me, up here, hundreds of US dollars and artists a DJ over one track, it feel incomplete. How you feel, Jerusalem? You depend on the bandwagon, so what I did there. You depend on the vibes, bands, you say?
To be totally honest, when I was younger, I never liked bands, you know. For me, it was too noisy. So it's not until I got older, started to appreciate the sound from a live band. And certain artists kind of make you like bands. Because it's not everybody can perform on a band, you know. So
True.
Imagine the noise and the artists sound like noise. It's just scarce. To go back to what you said about the Beanie Man, I think, yeah, you're right. In terms of the production value, I think if you're at a certain capacity, it is only fair you have a band presentation. It looks better, it sounds better. And not only that, I think as an artist, you can maneuver the band more than how you can maneuver a track. With a track, it's not much you really can do. You can turn it down or you can, when them say mix me, you punch out some of the volume and the sound sometimes. But with a bands, it's like you're an orchestra. You can solo out certain instruments. Basically, just guitar alone or keys, just play this or, A typical example was with even Shensia, her live performance at Summer Jam. She was excellent on the band. There was this part when she tell the guitarist to do a solo where she incorporated with her song about playing, stroking the fingers like how, a fair type of stuff. And big up Shensia, she really sound good live. And when you compare it now to Vybz Kartel performance in Germany on the tracks, where he was doing the reggae songs and him did half key, and I think if him did a work on a bands, it would actually be a better presentation, because if him did have a bands, he would have definitely have backup singers to kind of keep him in key. Both of them serve them purpose. I don't mind listening to tracks inside clubs and smaller venues. But I think once you reach a big venue, as Beanie Man say, I ain't never have to reach 25,000. Me feel for it about 20,000. You get what I mean? Yeah, band pitches that.
Jerusalem, I want to go a step further. Not even just the capacity. Once the money reach a certain level. Now, you mentioned something a while ago that's very important to highlight. And I don't want a lot of artists who are listening to the chart show to use this as a crutch. But that's true, Jerusalem. And everybody sound good with bands. But that no means say you have to run from it. I think that is something where rehearsal and practice and work on the craft comes into play. Now, you mentioned Vybz Kartel. There was a live that he did on social media recently where someone asked him, yo, teacher, how are you going with you on bands? Like, you have something against bands? Like, since you forward out, I be a track set up and I feel like you're not going good with bands. And of course, Vybz Kartel with all his charisma deflected and said, what you talk about the bands from a watch? Is it that Vybz Kartel are one of them Jerusalem where afraid of bands? Or what? Because I think he can do well with bands.
I think he does lazy, really and truly. I think he might pick up a lifestyle where him don't want to stop drink and smoke. For us be short-handed, him just use a DJ to make things kind of quicker. I could see with him the first time when he did start out the first concert and him never used the bands because, due to health and all them stuff. But now, it's months upon months him on the road. It's not no health excuse anymore, I'm just lazy. I think a bands will force him to amplify his overall performance. So him just grabbing up the money now because him getting it and nobody not complaining. Look for Amsterdam and they eat out of the palms and hands and him they use tracks. So I think when him see things like that, he must say, hey, I can't go and talk, I don't use no bands, I don't split up the money. Because bands money different, you have to pay band members and all them stuff there. I think Kartel want to go and buy him car and him watches,
Hey, to each his own, but however, something is happening at Reggae Sumfest this year that is for the people. You understand me? Take money outside. Well, money are going to involve the people, they must spend their money to come see you. But they're going to be crowning Vybz Kartel as the king of the dancer. Big moment that. Personally speaking, New York, if me I go to Sumfest, and I will be going, Me want to be a part of that moment. I want to see it. I want to acknowledge it. I want to see the ambience and thing. Work with the bands. Rehearse. Because that's one thing what Synonymous so far, that's always been my criticism of all of his performances that I've been watching, is that I don't feel like rehearsal going, and it's easy to avoid rehearsal if you not work with bands. And I think for the Reggae Sumfest Jerusalem, I don't know if you agree, when you get this big crowning moment, those short change of people them. Solidify the facts that, yo, yeah man, this is why I get it. Work with bands. I don't want to say I collect the crowd with tracks, with Chrome. Big up Chrome, you know, but Jesus, you see me? Come on, man, please.
I think the crowning would be a good place to have a live bands and a proper dancehall performance. So, based on what I know, I don't think that will happen. I don't think Rough Cup doing any rehearsals with Vybz Kartel. I think the show is very close up. If them not rehearse from now, no rehearsal not gonna happen. So, sure, so go on. Gaza people, them love anything, so let me take it. So,
I want to say bands are no bands, you know, especially for those who are world boss fans like myself. I want to rather say, you know, alright with the teacher work with tracks, so you want to see him put some effort into the performance and work, as Jerusalem rightfully say, almost as a conductor of music. And that's a really good point to make in Jerusalem, where you can see artists take an opportunity to be musicians themselves. You get me? And control the band. That's actually a really great skill for implementing in your performance. And I think with somebody at the level of Vybz Kartel and others who running from bands, I think enough for just do it for the people then. Please. I love that one, yeah. That's the Provoke Thought segment, people. Keep the conversations going.